YouTube. This is my third cup of coffee today, and that's actually relevant for this video, and not just me telling you for fun, which I usually do anyway. This past week, the Pokemon Company hosted a press conference, and usually their press conferences are not live affairs. They're done behind closed doors and without much warning. One example of which would be last year when Pokemon Let's Go, Pikachu, and Eevee were actually announced. It was at one such press conference. But this time, they were nice enough to stream it live for all of us peons. Out of it, we got some really good information about upcoming Pokemon projects. Of course, with the big Pokemon Direct happening later this week, Pokemon Sword and Shield, we knew that that wasn't going to come up at this press conference. We didn't really know what to expect. We were all just kind of there for the party, the big ol' party. And out of the announcements, we got Pokemon shirts coming to North America, very expensive Pokemon shirts coming to North America. We got a Detective Pikachu sequel coming to Switch in 2020. We got some good game footage for the upcoming 2019 mobile game, Pokemon Masters. We even got an announcement for a new massive cross-game trading and communication network coming in 2020, which is called Pokemon Home. And as exciting as all of that is, there's one announcement that I deem to be more important than all of those. Pokemon Sleep. I want to be this Pikachu. It seems like the Pokemon Company looked at all of the ways that Pokemon Go has really benefited us as a community. They got us to actually get outside and walk, which is crazy. And they thought, hey, you know what these nerds need more than walking? Sleep. And of course, they're right. There's no question. Obviously, I can't speak for everyone. I can only speak for myself. But I have terrible, terrible, bad sleeping habits. I don't know how Pokemon is going to get me to stop playing Stardew Valley at 3 a.m. on my Switch in bed, but I welcome them to try. And this is all going to work through the new Pokemon Plus device. Great naming convention there. As far as I can tell from what they've said, you'll basically keep this little guy in bed with you and it will use motion detection to measure your sleep. This isn't super high tech, it's not that fancy. This is something that pretty much all fitness devices and smartwatches do now, and in fact a lot of them do it better. They do detection using heart rate and stuff like that. This is not going to be doing that. So I'm thinking that Pokemon Sleep's advantage will entirely be within the game, how they actually reward us for that sleep. How does the game reward us for having good sleeping habits, and will that be enough to get us to actually do stuff, to change? Is it sad that I feel like I actually do need something like Pokemon to incentivize my sleeping patterns? Because I think I do. What I really need is something that I don't know if Pokemon Sleep is going to provide, but I hope. I need something to really convince me to get out of bed in the morning, because my issue is that I, like many others, set 50 alarms on my phone, turn them all off as I go. Usually I'm not even conscious enough to know that I'm turning them off. I just kind of wake up an hour later and realize, oops, it's already happened. And then even when my brain decides to wake up, I tend to stay in bed on my phone playing Dragalia or Animal Crossing Pocket Camp or browsing on Twitter instead of actually, getting up, jumping in the shower, whatever I'm supposed to be doing that morning. I'm just not good about that. Sorry, this is kind of turning into a discussion of my personal sleeping habits, which was not my intention. I don't know if this device is going to blast Pokemon music at me or if it's going to have Pikachu screaming in my face somehow, but if there is some way for this device or this app to really wake me up and get me to get up and out of bed in a timely manner, I will be so happy. I need that so bad. So how do you feel about Pokemon Sleep? I can still hardly believe it's a real thing. If it came out closer to April Fool's, it would have felt like an April Fool's joke. It would have been the easiest leak to dismiss as fake, and yet it is reality. I'm so stoked that we just got all of this fun news and we still have a full-on Pokemon Direct for Pokemon Sword and Shield happening this week. And we still have all of E3 to look forward to. There's so much. So that's it, just a quick little update on my front in case you missed the Pokemon Sleep news. I'll put a link to the full Pokemon press conference down below, so if you missed that or you want to see any of the other news, you can just go watch the full thing. It's not very long. Also, you get to see Ishihara at the coolest podium ever. I would kill for this Pokeball podium in my living room. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like and share this video, and make sure you subscribe to me for all of the upcoming E3 live reactions and recaps over the next couple weeks. I have a very large coffee to finish while I edit this now. Is this ASMR? Love you. Mwah. Digu digu digu.